Peace, family. How are you guys? Hope all is well. I'm checking on you. I got the news about Bill Cosby coming home, right? Right? Can you say grassroots? Can you say black power? Right? Can you say there is power in unity? Right? I feel great about that. I feel great about seeing the work um, being done, right, and getting positive results, because no matter what anybody says, right, um, unity is power, right? And I'm just looking at how all of these people who have said what they said about our brother, right? It's not even a thing with me to say, how you like it now, because he can't even be brought back up on them charges. And the sad part about it is, like, once again, we always have black people, right? Black people who will get on code with white people and don't know what the hell is going on. So all of that Me Too stuff can be, now we're going to introduce you to us too, called the Grassroots, right? Me too, meet us too, right? Because with all of that, he had his own brothers and sisters out here, and mainly the same ones that had a mindset like him. Don't get it twisted, right? My mother used to work for Hotel DuPont in Wilmington, Delaware, right? She couldn't stand Bill Cosby. She said when he came in there, he didn't even want black people dealing with him. And she was managing housekeeping, and as well as downstairs with the cooks and things of that nature, right? But he didn't like black people serving him. But to me, I said to myself as I got older, because my mother, I was young when my mother worked for DuPont, but she worked there for years, right? But my mother couldn't stand him because she was like, I don't like his attitude. I hate when he come in here the way he mistreat us, and he never wants black people to serve him. But I thought to myself, he could have been like, fuck it, I want some white slaves, right? Right? Could have wanted some white slaves to serve him. It is what it is. But I'm thankful that the brother's home. The struggle continues, brothers and sisters. The struggle continues, right? But we got to remain adamant about our unity and staying on point, right? And not showing other people that we're off code, right? We don't want to see, because I'm telling you now, we're going to be like the attack dogs for these off code Negroes, right? When we see them out here talking shit about, pardon me for cursing, but talking trash about Bill Cosby, we're going to give them that red, black, and green, that red, gold, and green, and that grassroots work, right? It's time that we stand up for one another and defend one another, regardless to whom or what, right? Like I always say, everybody be running their mouth, but was you there? Were you there is the question. People always believe what somebody else say about somebody without having actual facts, without even being present, right? We all have become victims to that. And evidently the judge saw through the bull crap that they were accusing him of, and guess what? He can't even be charged. You know what I mean? The judge has to apologize on behalf of the court system to Mr. Cosby now. You know what I mean? For even imprisoning him and then finding out that they already told him he couldn't be convicted of foolishness. Right? But I'm just saying, with these off-code Negroes, we gonna watch y'all. We're gonna watch you, and we're gonna give you this red, black, and green, red, gold, and green, and Grassroots, B1, adults, descendants of American slavery. I don't care what label you put on us, right? Black people, especially black Americans, right? When you come for one, you come for all, right? And if you harm one, you will get this work from all. And these off-code Negroes, we could be watching you, right? Because we got a long, like, Santa Claus list of how many of them, right, with that Bill Cosby stuff, that Bill Cosby, and all out in front of these white supremacist media outlets, calling him out of his name and saying he's guilty, and right on that go along, get along, Me Too movement crap, right? We saw that, right? How you feel now? Doesn't even matter. Just keep our brother's name out of your mouth, right? And continue to move forward. If you ain't with us moving forward, you against us, right? This right here should not even be a thing where people are off code. And don't say, oh, you're just saying that because he's a black man. I'm not just saying that because he's a black man. It was overwhelming evidence, and it was quite clear with this Me Too movement, and knowing that Bill Cosby was trying to own the media before they destroyed him. And now that we understand after 2020 how this whole white supremacist system has been set up, I'm just saying for the average people, because I've been doing this since I was like 9 years old, right? I ain't just jump on the freedom, justice, and equality train. So I've been watching and seeing this as a little girl, right? Also, I think that our brother needs protection, right? I think he needs protection because there's going to be a lot of people out there trying to cause Bill Cosby, as old as he is, some harm. And if y'all harm him, right, I ain't going to say y'all, but if there's any harm done to him, right, because of racist, ignorant people, right, who don't even believe in their own criminal justice system, right, got some issues with our brother, right, we're gonna watch, right, but we ask the ancestors, right, in the universe to watch over him, make sure no harm is done to him, right? And we will be watching these bootlicks as well, right? Because a lot of times we see now that a lot of problems that we're having with so-called quote-unquote white supremacy is because of the puppets they put in front of us, right? Because of these puppets. A lot of times it's not even white people. That's why when I say white supremacy, I ain't just talking about no race. I'm talking about a mindset, right? Because you got as many black people out here causing damage to their own people, no different than any other race, so miss us with it. This ain't about no race thing. This is good over evil, right? Good over evil, right? So we already got our Santa Claus list, and we're going to make a list and check it twice, see who we're going to have to give some of this black coal to, right, if they come for our brother. I got to go. I just got out of my doctor's office, right, clean board of health. Next Friday is my degree day, so I'm getting all set up, so I'm good with all of that. Remember I told you I was having the sinus issues. All of that is taken care of. I have a dentist appointment Monday. Get all of that taken care of, right? I'm getting old. I'm 48, but I'm feeling great, right? But health, right, is your wealth. And my doctor was already saying, oh, you ain't take the vaccine. I said, I ain't taking no vaccine. You already know I got severe sinus issues. I had it before this came along. And if I didn't outlived COVID, right? Because a lot of people don't realize I was in the midst of COVID, right, in March. I was going back and forth to Houston, to Texas to see my father. And my father passed away from this stuff, right? So I was on point ever since, right? Although I caught a bad sinus issue, I could have brushed across that stuff, right? But they can't find it in my bloodstream, right? And they said it's just sinus and issues. It is what it is. But y'all know I was on here from day one bringing you the herbs, right? And the water, vitamin water, mineral waters, the herbs, plant-based food, you name it. And I'm still on that, right? And I'm going to continue to be on it. Only problem I have is smoking. I have a smoking problem, right? But I'm what they call them high priests. We love cigars, right? But I just think I'm just going to use cigars for spiritual purposes nowadays. I'm not going to keep on doing something that's going to eventually kill me, right? So I've substituted. So far so good, you know, and I like it because it keeps my it keeps your keep your passage clear. This is a Caribbean people, and my grandmother, Southern Geechees and Southern people, right? We swear by these. See that? You get one of these, if you got some sinus issues or anything else going on with you, I bet you it'll clear it out. So I've substituted smoking because an old man taught me a long time ago, right? He said if you want to stop smoking, you have to replace it. Well, anything you do, you have to replace it with a hobby or activity, right? And although I'm only doing this now because when I go to the dentist Tuesday, I'm not going to be doing anything, right? Probably be eating grass, right? Nothing with sugar or anything else is going in my body, right? I can't afford it. I'm getting up there, right? And I want to be here, right, to see this promised land, right? And I have 10G babies, so I want to make sure I'm still here on this planet, guiding and protecting them, giving them the proper knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that they're going to need to forward and further not only me when I'm gone, but their generations as well, right? That's what this is all about. Right? I love you guys, but I gotta go, right? I got some other stuff to do, but I just wanted to build a little bit about that. Welcome home, Bill Cosby, and plus he's a Cancer, like me, right? Charlemagne Cancer. I don't even want to call his name, but I don't know what kind of cancer he is, right? I don't know, right? Because see, in the riches in our culture, right, you could be born as on those astrological days, but that doesn't make it your head. So for instance, I am a Cancer by birthright. However, I'm what they call an Oshun, right? Queen, love, charity, beauty, all the finer things in life, all that is gold, and gold is my color. And I ain't talking about no fool's gold either. But anyway, with that being said, keep your vibrations high, you guys. Stay cool too. I don't know where y'all at, but I'm in the Northeast. It's pretty scorching out here, right? Then turned the oven up in Cancer, and there's a lot of storms coming our way. So be safe. Also, be safe in your travels if you travel in the 4th of July, and please don't make no trips to Washington, D.C. Let me explain something to you guys, because just in case, right? I don't like to draw certain things up in the ethers, right? Because what you throw out comes back sevenfold. However, if mathematics is right in these downloads that I'm getting, right, from my radars that's connected to the universe naturally, right? If I'm right, DC is going to be a dangerous place on the 4th of July, or maybe this weekend, because I don't know how many people were paying attention, right? But when they went and rushed the Capitol in January, what were they doing? They had that little Indian dude, he didn't even know American. He was up there calling out, reading out the Declaration of Independence, right? Which was the 4th of July of 1776. Right? So be mindful of that, right? You out there want to pop around pop firecrackers and shit like that. You better make sure you got a bulletproof vest on going around these loony bins, right? This weekend, especially on the 4th of July. If you can stay home amongst your family and do less traveling, do that. I don't know what's wrong with black people either. I be wondering, like, why y'all can't sit down? Sit y'all ass down. Everywhere I go, somebody going somewhere doing everything with everybody. What's wrong with you? You know, that to me, that's low self-esteem. I like to be in my house. Listen, I like to be in my house in peace. Let me tell y'all something. Pardon something. I have a house, right? I inherited a house. You know, my father passed away. I inherited the house in Sugar Land, Texas, right? The affluent part of Texas, right? Better ask somebody, right? Don't let my little what do you call it? Cubbyhole fool you, right? My father helped build Texas, right? Well, Houston, he helped build the buildings there, especially Enron. Those buildings, when my father moved there, I was 9 years old, right? It was desolate growing up. And he helped build that, and he also helped drill oil, right, for Bush, right? So when he passed away, he made sure that his only child, right, will continue to live her best life in the best parts, right? A lot of people call Sugar Land racist. That's their business, because I don't have nothing to do with that. When I go home, I don't have them problems, right? I'm you know, it's a diverse, semi quote unquote community that I live in, right? That my house is located in. And even if they're, you know, my father has European white friends, and they are, and I asked one of his friends, right, one time, I said, you know, every time I come here, people say it's racist and that I need to be careful. You know what he said to me? He said, I'll tell you what, if any racist son of a bitch say anything to you, right, in Sugar Land or anywhere in Texas, let me know, right? And all my father's friends was rich. Right? The drill oil was in the military. You know what I mean? They got that gold. They got that gold, and they were all hard workers, right? And you know, they would come like king of the hill and sit in the garage with him, right? Because he had retired, because he was sick, you know, and then he had retired early. But they would come and sit in the garage, and they would just enjoy life. I never seen you know what people say. I mean, I'm quite sure it's Texas, that, you know what I mean. I'm quite sure there's racism there, but I never encountered that. And even when he lived in Walnut Bend, if anybody is familiar, my father, right, lived in Walnut Bend. Right there, he owned a condo right down the street from Beyonce's first studio, Axe B. He knows Beyonce's father. He worked with Beyonce's father occasionally as well, right? And he called him by his first name. I forgot what his name is. But, yeah, she know about that Walnut Bend. My daddy owned a condo there before he moved out to Sugar Land, right? See, I don't really like telling my personal business, but I'm an open book when it comes to certain things. I don't have nothing to hide, but I ain't got too much I want to tell people anyway, because I don't really have to show and prove anything to anybody. But, right, I just want that to be, you know, and I'm an only child, right? I always think to myself, I think I ran into B, even though I'm 48, I'm quite sure I ran into her growing up, well, going to visit my father when I was younger. Because although my father was there, my father's always been in my life. He would fly back, fly there. But, you know, I thank him for going away and preparing a better place and a better future for me. You know what I mean? When I go home, I got land. I sit in the backyard, look at the palm trees, listen to the cicadas, right? I hate grass, so he had me a cement spot built there, right? So cement patio, right? Yeah, enough for me. With that being said, I love you guys. Like I said, it's almost the 4th of July, Declaration of Independence. And when they went to the Capitol, the first thing they was doing up there, when they got over there to where Nancy Pelosi number be at, right there with the gavel, whatever it is, they read out the Declaration of Independence. You understand? So be careful. Be safe in your travels. I love you guys. And, I don't care who it is. Anybody bother you, break them off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. We ain't got time to be playing around here. Not with no white supremacists, and not with no black savages, and not with black people who love white supremacists. We're not playing with y'all, right? We want to live on this planet in peace, right? And be the all-wise and civilized people that we are. We're here to teach. We're not here for the rest of the shenanigans, right? But let me go. I love you guys. With that being said, keep your vibrations high. And I'm out. Peace.